Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at 14954 Southwest Cochran Street here in Sherwood. We're located at the front of the home here. We're just inside the garage door. The front right corner of the garage, we have a 3-inch ABS cleanout. We're going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. Off we go. Going to zip the camera out to the main. We'll bring the camera back in slower and have a better look at everything when we come backwards. Alright, we switch over to 4-inch 3034 PVC pipe just a moment ago. It's the green pipe we're in now. We're going through some standing water here. We'll see how all this looks at the very end when we reel the camera out. This property has a ton of slope to it. The likelihood of a belly out at that distance actually causing a backup is extremely low. I think the city out here may take responsibility in the roadway on top of that, and they will not fix that belly, I can pretty much promise you. Most cities will not even touch bellies until they've actually caused a backup, which, when it comes to smooth plastic pipe like this, you've got to be flushing some really wild stuff down the sewer line and doing it consistently to get a backup from that distance. But we'll go back through that here in a moment. Then we reach the main here at 103 feet. And we're going to go do some locates to verify where the terminus is at while the pipe drains out. Again, we'll have a better look as we come back. All right, located the camera head successfully. The line terminates at the main out here on Southwest Cochran. If you're standing in the driveway looking out into the cul-de-sac, the house that's 2 homes over, the end of their kind of long driveway, you'll see a big manhole. The main is directly in line with that. The line kind of veers over towards that. It terminates in the street, but just so you have an idea where the line goes. Kind of angles over towards that home. Terminates at about 10 feet out from their driveway. We still have a little water going through the line here. It's nothing that's going to affect our view of anything. And we'll go back to this belly. And so when it comes to bellies, again, I believe this belly's in the roadway in city responsibility for one thing. But bellies are concerning to me when they're really close to the house, and especially when you have pipe that's right to code where you've got a 1/4 inch per foot. You don't have anywhere near as much fall as this house has. You've got an incredible amount of gravity working in your favor here. So if you can imagine a blockage occurring 50, 60 feet out in smooth plastic pipe, by the time you fill up, and before you're even into the foundation of the home, you're probably a total of 80 plus feet. When you fill up 80 feet of pipe with water and you have it angled down the hill like this, you've got a crazy amount of head pressure pushing on that blockage. So the likelihood of a blockage actually occurring and causing a backup is extremely low, as long as you're not feeding your toilet a healthy diet of paper towels and tampons every single day. Those items have a little bit harder time breaking loose, but even that kind of stuff would fare relatively well here. But yeah, I don't suggest putting those down your line, but that's just an example. So there's a little bit of grease on the sidewalls of the pipe. And your standing water here is hovering right around 1 inch of standing water at its worst point here. It's just above my camera lens, which sits almost exactly 1 inch off the bottom of the pipe. We'll let this water settle into place here. I think we're getting near the start of the belly. Yeah, which is right here. Runs from around 54 feet to 71 feet. At its worst point, has around 1 inch of standing water. Again, there is some buildup here, but all of it is grease, which shouldn't be going down your line to begin with. And this is not at a point right now where it needs to be drain cleaned. it's relatively thin. But the flow line is all clear. There's no buildup in the water itself. And the important thing here is we start leading back away from that belly. If you look at the top of the pipe, it's absolutely spotless clean. That is your best indicator there that that is never blocked once and or backed up. Otherwise, we'd have debris scattered across the top of the pipe. So anyway, that's my opinion on it. I've done about 19,000 sewer scopes at this point. If that same belly were in rough cast iron or rough concrete pipe, it would be a different story. Because, you know, those pipe walls, they're so rough, they grip the debris, and they don't break loose very easily on their own. You have smooth plastic pipe like this, it's just extremely rare that that's going to occur, unless you're putting everything on earth down the line that shouldn't be going down there, and doing it constantly. When we get back in here, we're going to flip the camera around and we'll run it backwards till we get to the foundation wall of the home. Alright, we're now in reverse going towards or under the garage floor. And that's where the pipe goes vertical to start heading upstairs. That's going to be where we stop at. I think we made it well inside the home by about 15 feet or so. We went past the foundation wall. And again, here we do have some grease buildup. My camera goes through, though. It chews into that stuff and creates a pathway in it. So it's not just one solid, continuous layer of grease. Once I've done that, a lot of that stuff's going to slough off on its own for the next few toilet flushes. But none of the buildup there is significant enough, in my opinion, to recommend drain cleaning on it. Now we're going to go ahead and roll the camera out of the line. We have good flow to the main lateral connection. Both the ABS and PVC portions of the sewer line we have scoped here today both appear to be in good condition and intact. And again, the belly from 54 feet to 71 feet is too far out, too minor, and not showing me any signs of blockages or past flow problems to justify a repair. In my opinion, it is not a belly that is worth doing any kind of repair work on. The sewer line is functioning properly at this time.